Howdy everyone, TJ again, and today I've got a really cool computer to open it up. I was a little worried, it's shipped by the post office, and I've already taken it out of the box because this is how the U.S. Post Office likes to deliver stuff. They like to just beat the hell out of it. Not cool. So it had me worried a little bit that things would be damaged. Luckily, there was enough wrap inside to protect this. Some of the cassettes that I received were busted up a little bit. This one's all, the case is broken and stuff, but I'd rather have that than have the box or the computer broken up. So fortunately that made it, but I wanted to get it open quick and make sure that the main box wasn't damaged. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to have you guess. Can you guess by the size of the box what this is going to be? And the neat thing is it's got paper, so it's almost like Christmas. So I'll make some slits here. And this is going to be, just so you know, my first real Sinclair computer. So to date, you know that if you've been watching my videos, I've got a 2068 from Timex and a 1000 and a 1500. I purchased those three first. And then I have the Omni, which is a not a real original Sinclair, but obviously it does the same stuff, which is really cool. But this is my first actual real Sinclair, and it's from overseas too. So I had to buy a proper AC adapter. Maybe you can start telling that the box is red. What does that mean? Well, if you know the colors of all the boxes, you'll know that what I have is a ZX Spectrum 128. Really cool. I'm pretty excited about this. Chuck this paper out of the way. And I'll do another video later of it running, but I purchased and I spent a lot of money. These are not cheap. Kind of like the Atari Falcons. This is probably the Atari Falcon of the Sinclair line, because it's the last official computer they made before Sinclair sold off to Amstrad. So, kind of pricey. Anyway, I'm going to kind of lean in here, show you the box. So, ZX Spectrum 128. There's the front, or it can be the back too, I guess, depending on how you hold it. ZX Spectrum 128. And just some sides. Nothing of big value. You know, the one thing that they did change on here, so the box doesn't have the cable layout. You know how all the other boxes have, here's how you connect your cassette recorder and all that. So there's the computer. And let's go ahead and open it up. So when I bought it, you know, the box is in decent shape, and you know, it's a bit beat up, but what can you do, you know? It's not like you can buy these brand new anymore. So I'll do my best to protect the box. And from the pictures I got from the seller, the styrofoam buns were a little beat up too. But again, I'm pretty excited to just get a box version. Try to be careful here not to rip stuff up. And let me see if this is getting in the shot. Yeah, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 128. See if the back has anything. Nope. So I'll take that off. All the styrofoam peanuts all over the place. Always a pain in the butt. So let's take a quick look at the computer itself first. Looks pretty decent. And I'll clean all this stuff off later. Give it a good blow off before I try to run it. So there's the front. Make sure those open and close. There's the back. Or I should say bottom. There's the back there. Front. Side. And here's the Toastrack. So there's the computer. It looks pretty good. No major scratches or divots or dents. The big thing is, will it work properly? Corner here has some little bit of scratches, but introduction book. User guide. Here's the power adapter. And I'm going to just use the one that I purchased for 110 volt in the US. Or I may try my up transformer too. Cassette leads. And that's everything in the box. Done. So pretty exciting. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Try it out. Hopefully it works all fine. I've purchased other stuff from this gentleman before, new things, and they worked well, so I'll trust his judgment that everything was working before he shipped. And so there's the unboxing, and I'll do a future video on the use of my ZX Spectrum 128. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, TJ here. So as you just watched my video on the opening or unboxing of my Toastrack, it's been quite a bit of time. As you've probably watched some other videos, I've had this Toastrack now for a while. In fact, I think technically it's the first Sinclair that actually arrived at my house, not including, you know, the Timex line that I had originally started purchasing, but I had purchased some other computers, and this one actually ended up arriving first, but it's been not used much because I needed this ZX-HD adapter. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the video to work out right through my Scart to HDMI adapter. So until I got that all resolved, which it looks like maybe I do now, I wanted to finalize the video of the unboxing and actually show a little bit of video of it booting up, which I think my last video I did with the ZX-HD that I did, it showed it booting, but I was having a problem with the ZX-HD at the time. So now I think I've got that ironed out. Wanted to do a quick boot up of the Toastrack so you can see it running. And I'm actually going to use my phone and the Play ZX, I think, application to load a game. I'm actually going to load a game that I've been working on. It's not the compile version, so it's going to be slow on the screen, but it's just my own, and I've put it on my phone, and I'm going to upload it to the Toastrack. So let me go ahead and get this camera positioned a little bit better. And actually, let me come up to it. So there is my Toastrack, and I'm going to enjoy booting up to it now. And got quite a bit of glare on, unfortunately, the sun coming through my window there. May have to go shut that window down a little bit, but yeah, let me go shut the windows shades here. Maybe that will help a little bit. You like my professional video? You get what you get. This is me, and this is how I do it. Yeah, it looks a little better. Maybe I won't show the screen quite as up as close. I'll show everything kind of in the video. I got my cool little Omni there too, so cool. That should work. Let me squimmy by here. So I'm going to go ahead and I've got my monitor already on. I've got this connected up to my 220 volt, the 110 to 220 volt up transformer. And I'm going to go ahead and power it up. You'll see the ZX-HD lights up, pops up the video. Now the problem I was having before with the ZX-HD is after I got in and I was doing something like in BASIC or playing a game or whatever, it would just keep going back to the screen. So Ben sent me a replacement little Apple Pie card, and that looks to be maybe the issue. The one that I had originally got was flaky or something. So I'm going to hit reset. And I'm going to go ahead and drop down to 48K basic. That's what I'm familiar with so far. And I'm going to go ahead and load a game. My game, Invasion of the Cloud People. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And I'm going to start my game. And this is kind of cool. This is the first time I'm actually hearing my own game through a cassette. It's not a cassette, but I'm getting the experience, I guess, the noise and all that of my own game, which is really cool. I do need to work on getting some blank cassettes and actually getting that working. But for now, the little Android application works really good. You get the same experience, the noise, the video. And right now it's just called Lev 9. I was going to do 10 levels on my game, but what I'm finding is that I'm not a machine language person, and in order to be able to make my application bigger, my game bigger, I'd have to learn it at this point, because the compiler that I've been using seems to have an issue with my current game and the size it's got. It was 11K, and the compiler worked fine to compile it and make it work. But then it shot up to 17K, and it says out of memory. And I haven't been able to find any compiler that can handle it properly. I've tried HiSoft Basic, and it won't compile the game at all, or it compiles it and the game doesn't work right. So the only one I've been able to get to work is the Softtech. And so it's loaded. I'm going to go ahead and run. And so here's an introduction screen. I'm going to actually remove it, and I'm going to make it separate to make the game smaller so I can actually still make the game nice and fast like it's been. So for right now, it's going to be kind of slow. But I've built this in, which again I'm going to remove. I created a guide, so I'm hitting G for guide, and it talks about welcome captain to the spaceship Cellustorm. So that's the name of the ship in my game that you, the captain, are going to drive around in. And I discuss a little bit about what it is that you're trying to do. Hit C to continue. You can stop the video and read it if you can actually view it in that. I'll make a separate video on that later. So continue. And it talks about you are Cellustorm. I even have the little animation there of the thrusters moving. And I say touch. These are the things that you touch. The blue acid raindrop or the cloud key. Or don't touch. The red acid raindrop or the hail bomb. The snowballs, the lightning bolt, or the tornado. If you hit those, yeah, you're going to die. And then I talk about some tips about what you're trying to achieve, what you want to touch, what you want to do. Hit C again. And then it talks about your mission to take Cellustorm and battle through, I said 9 cloud layers to finish the cloud people on, or to find the cloud people on the 10th layer and take them out. I think I'm going to actually reduce this levels down to 8 at this point to kind of keep the game within memory that I can actually compile it at work. So good luck, Captain. S to start. So I'll just go ahead and play. It's going to be slow. This is not compiled, but you'll get the gist of it. I guess I'm going to have to learn machine code if I want to get better at all this stuff. But this is the first game I've ever created, and I've gotten pretty far on it. It's almost done, actually, so I'm kind of proud. It is what it is, and it's my own. Be proud of what you make. Kind of like a rogue speed here, the game where you just click, click, But the compile version is a lot faster and is more of an arcade game. So I can't wait to get that all done soon. Alright, now I need to go get the cloud key. That's that little cyan colored plus over there to advance to the next level. And I completed level 1. So, my Toastrack is working. My ZX-HD seems to be fixed. And I'm pretty excited to now start actually doing some programming on my Toastrack. I've been doing it all on the little Omni and the rubber keyboard. But this will be a lot more fun to key in on. So, there you go. My Toastrack. I'm pumped. I'm going to start using it, and hopefully it runs well for many, many years. Thanks for watching.